Take it, Tom.
I'll say goodbye to all my sorrows, and by tomorrow I'll be on my way. I guess the Lord must be in New York City. You know, the spokesmen for today are the young poets, and they communicate through their music.
I'm so tired of getting nowhere, seeing my prayers going unanswered. I guess the Lord must be in New York City. Well, here I am, Lord, knocking at your back door. Ain't it wonderful to be where I've always wanted to be? And for the first time I'll breathe free here in New York City.
Tonight, our first guest on Poets Corner is Harry Nilsson. You're welcome. I'm not gonna sit here the whole time. This is your spot. But
Wow.
Tell them the story about that song. It's interesting.
Yes, that song, it's a very interesting story. That was written for the film Midnight Cowboy, and was ultimately rejected in favor of Everybody's Talking, a Fred Neil song, which I had the pleasure of singing. And
Do you have any? You have a song that is in a current movie now that you?
which is about to be rejected, yes. I
You have a rejected song. Punch it at us.
It goes with something like this.
Sit beside the breakfast table, think about your troubles, pour yourself a cup of tea, then think about the bubbles. You can take your teardrops and drop them in a teacup, take them down to the riverside and throw them over the side to be swept up by a current, then taken to the ocean to be eaten by some fishes who were eaten by some fishes and swallowed by a whale who grew so old he decomposed. He died and left his body to the bottom of the ocean. Now everybody knows that when a body decomposes, the basic elements are given back to the ocean, and the sea does what it ought to, and soon this salty water not too good for drinking, 'cause it tastes just like a teardrop. So we run it through a filter, and it comes out from a faucet where it pours into a teapot, which is just about to bubble. Now think about your trouble. Now I would like to spend a few minutes and talk about song construction, which is one of the most important parts of songwriting. For any of those aspiring songwriters in the audience, I have a few comments to make. First of all, in construction, I might say that you have to get to know your song. You gotta take it apart, put it back together again, keep it clean, because someday in combat it might save your life. And that's the, yes. And moving right along, I would also like to add that I'll give you a demonstration of song construction. This is called AAB structuring. It's we call verses A, you know, and choruses C or B, and bridges. You've heard of all these terms. Well, we refer to them A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C, because it saves a lot of time talking about it, you know. And that's what I'll do now by playing the next song. So, watch carefully for the A part, which is the verse part. And then when it switches from a verse, when it sounds different, it'll be a B part. Poli High, Polytechnic, Polytechnical High. Poli High, Polytechnical High. Poli High, Polytechnic, Polytechnical High. Poli High, Polytechnical High. Valley low, low, so low. Valley low, valley so low. Valley low, low. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Valley low, valley so low. Had a game, had a game, had a technical game. By the name, call it technical game. Valley high, valley high, valley high, Poli low. And then the whistle blow, and then the whistle blow. It's a halfway mark. Stop. Second half, Poli come from behind. Hold that line, hold that line, hold that line. For to go, going slow, Poli come from behind. Running out of time. Number 2, dressed in blue, make a run with the ball. Hurry up, Poli pass, valley by, yeah, yeah. Then the rain start to fall, making fools of them all. And so it end in a technical tie. Very difficult to listen to. I appreciate it. But anyway, another story. Oh, I'll tell you what. That's something I left out. The most important part of construction, song construction. One section of the song, the F section, for the fade. It's used for social commentary and the like. But rather than do the fade to that song, I'd like to do a fade to one of my more popular songs, one of my more popular fades, in fact, like this. One